अटल्या ऑनलाइन क्लास रे सिनेट्रा ईश्वरी क्रिजल निशा मयूक रूबन सानवी स्वरा वॉरन एंजेलिका ओके सो ओपन योर नोटबुक्स एवरीवन हाँ पहिलं हो किती ते व्हाट इज दिस व्हाट इज दिस क्या है वह नोट्स कसले नोट्स yeah that is a separate thing but it's 9 standard notes foundational course for नीट एक्झामीचो फाउंडेशनल कोर्स सो जेन्ना आमी फाउंडेशनल कोर्स म्हणटात पळय वी आर स्टडींग अबाउट ऑल दीस बेसिक्स रायट फ्रॉम दी 9th स्टँडर्ड ओके सो 2 महिन्याचे क्रॅश कोर्स 1 वर्षाचे स्टडी इट इज नॉट गोइंग टू हेल्प नीट एक्झाम्स इट कॅन बट ओनली इफ यू आर 110% into it म्हणून आम्ही किती करता मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम एटलिस्ट जे वर्ड्स आसा पळय फॉर एक्झाम्पल जायगोट जर दिला तुमकां फक्त जायगोट अशें म्हणून हांव फुडें वचना बिकॉज यू नो जायगोट इज वॉट ओके मेल फिमेल गॅमेट फ्यूज जाता ते मेल फिमेल गॅमेट कशें मेळटा फ्रॉम मियोसिस वॉट इज मियोसिस रिडक्शनल डिविजन हे सगळे तुमकां इन डिटेल सांगता दॅट इज एक्चुअली द फाउंडेशनल कोर्स सगळे इन डिटेल सांगप ओके आता 11th हांवें स्टार्ट केला एक्चुअली पण आता नाव आय एम पुटिंग मोर एफर्ट्स इन दिस पयलीं हांवें 2 फाटल्यान 15 पेजी 16 एक्स्ट्रा नोट्स बऱ्या हे हांव पयलीं करनाशिल्लें आतां करता बिकॉज लास्ट टायम वेन आय टूक क्लासीस फॉर नीट खूब जाणां अशीं आशिल्लीं जेंच्यांनी बायो घेवन आशिल्ले सो आय रियली हॅड वेरी डिफिकल्ट टायम इन एक्सप्लेनिंग दॅम जेनेटिक्स चॅप्टर फूल म्हाका परत शिकोवचो पडलेलो फूल चॅप्टर म्हणून हांव slowly शिकयता so that you understand everything okay even if your goal is not to achieve something in this biology field no problem at least in your board exams you will get best marks that is for sure okay so जितले सांगता तितले ऐकले आणि अशे बसन असताना मातशी अशी बसली जाल्यार खूब उपकार जातले म्हाजेर बिकॉज हांव बोर्ड एग्जाम दितले म्हाका बोर्डान फूल एग्जाम मार्क्स पडटले पीपल वील प्रेज मी वाव यू गॉट फूल मार्क्स व्हेरी गुड न्ही दिस इज ऑफ 9th स्टँडर्ड अजून 10th उरला 10thूय आसा म्हाजे बेगान ओ तो हे काड बंडल काड फाटल्यान आसा पळय लायफ प्रोसेसीस बरयला तो दीज आर द नोट्स बायोलॉजी 10th स्टँडर्ड कितले पेजेस जाणा हे समथिंग अराउंड 182 और समथिंग 159 हा क्वेश्चन्स आसा मदी मदी बट दोज क्वेश्चन्स आर ऑल्सो फॉर यू टू अंडरस्टँड सो जर कोणाक बेसिक्स शिकपाक जाय यू कॅन ऑलवेज अप्रोच मी वी कॅन हॅव अ कॉमन क्लास ऑन संडेज मे बी ऑनलायन सुद्दां घेवपाक शकता आमी and I'll tell you all these basics. So I know all of you will be very much interested आणि म्हटली याच संडे घ्या याच संडे घ्या प्लीज 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 यू आर व्हेरी मच इंटरेस्टेड आय नो दॅट म्हणून हांवें म्हटलें जाय तेन्ना सांगा या संडे सांगपाचें अशें कांय ना ओके येस सो Atalya, are you getting bored? She's there online. I have someone to talk with online today. Hello, hello, mic testing. Is she replying anything there? Just tell me if she's replying. She's my assistant. I'll pay my 20% of salary to Angelica. चढ नासता Angelica, कमी असतं salary. Okay, yeah. So write down the question. आणि जर कोण न्हिदली और कोण असे हात दवरलो न्हिदली जाल्यार दोळे काडटले आणि हात असो दवरलो जाल्यार हात कापतले हांव and I'm very serious about this now. Mayuk, you are not in the danger zone. Mayuk is very attentive. Okay, please write down the question. A child has blood group O. A child has blood group O. If mother has blood group A, if mother has blood group A, mother I said or father? Write down the father, sorry, father. If father has blood group A, if father has blood group A and mother has blood group B and mother has blood group B, work out the genotypes, work out the genotypes of the parents and the possible genotypes of the other offsprings and the possible genotypes of the other offsprings. Full stop. Identify the type of inheritance. Identify the type of inheritance. Yes, please solve this question. Should I repeat? Okay. A child has blood group O. A child has blood group O. If father has blood group A, if father has blood group A and mother blood group is B and mother's blood group is B, work out the genotypes of the parents and the possible genotype of the other offsprings. Identify the type of inheritance. Yes, I wanted to ask you the same thing. किती बरेला तुम्ही? किती बरेला? Codominance. Okay. So किती बरेला? ते second attempt केला. In a pea plant सारखेच actually. Example तेच. So म्हणजे काल बेगीन घेतलेलं ते येयला सगळं. फक्त हनी बी नाशिल्लो आम्ही घेवना हनी बी एकूच घेवना बाकीचे सगळे घातले फाईन तेच चले सो नेक्स्ट टाइम एकूच खंयचो हे कर कित्याक हेजे वयल्यान टायम मॅनेजमेंट कळटा पळय टायम खूब वता म्हणून सो एक खंयचो सामको शुअर आसा पळय तो करून सोड घे. डायरेक्ट सॉल्व करणार लाईन सोडून सॉल्व कर. The question of is of 3 marks, okay? Whose is this yours? I put a timer, okay? I want to see how much time do you guys take to solve this question. That is now up to you. We have learned about blood group right last class, right? So just see how you are supposed to approach it. Because monohybrid cross we have written properly, right? So similar way, just see what is being told in the question first and see how you can approach to this type of questions. Okay, try it by yourself first, and of course I'm going to help. Hmm? The hint is the hint is you can first write the phenotypes of mother, father, and the offspring. Try to predict their genotypes and then work out for the crossing. Good. What about the identify the type of inheritance? It is very good. So yes, Mayuk have already solved the question. Hmm? Oh yeah. सगळे बरे म्हटलं आणि त्यांच्यानी सो सगळं चालू बरं. Okay. पेन बरोबर. करेक्ट. फक्त सारखे फ्रेम करपाक कळपाक जाय. This is for 3 marks. So for 3 marks, how you are going to write it? Huh? Yeah. So you have to write it properly. भैया स्टक हो गए भैया. So what is given? So whenever you are approaching this type of questions, how you are going to solve it? What is given here? Blood group of father is what? A. So the possible genotypic combination can be Correct? Two possibilities are there. Fine. Next. Blood group of mother is B. So the possibility is we can write this small. Yes. दोन्ही पैकी किती एक असू शकता. So what is mentioned next is offspring. Child has blood group O. So blood group of child is O. So O म्हणजे किती असतं? Right? And we know one of the character is coming from the father and other one is coming from mother. Okay, so which is the possible phenotype, genotypic combination of mother and father? It is this options. हे ऑप्शन घेतले जाल्यार आमकां ब्लड ग्रुप O मेळटा. Are we getting the blood group O? Yes? No. Are we getting it? No. So what we can do is, therefore, the genotype of mother is IB small I and of father is IA I. Right? Now there is crossing. IB I or I'll write. Okay. Examine कशे बरोवप? Parents. Male, female, right? Then what is the phenotype of male? A blood group. Female, B blood group. Right? Magir. What is the genotype? Genotype आमका already मेळ्या. It is IA, IB, I. Okay, so that we are going to write now. IA small IB small I. Next we know it is gametes. So here the gametes will be IA, I. Two different gametes. Here also it will be IB, I. Okay. Then what we are getting is F1 generation. हांगा Punnett square सुद्धा काढू शकता or directly also you can write down, no problem. Okay. So you can write it is IA, IB. Then IA, I. Then IB small I. Then small I. So this is the genotypic combination. What will be the phenotype of this one? What will be the blood group of this? AB. Blood group of this? Blood group of this? And this one will be O. So similar you have to write down. There will be. So the offsprings in F1 generation will have blood group AB, A, B and O. Is this clear to everybody? आता phenotypic ratio किती हांगा? What is the phenotypic ratio? कितले phenotypes असा? Phenotype is the blood group, right? So blood group कितले असा हांगा? 4. So 4 phenotypes. Ratio कितले असा? AB कितले असा? 1. A कितले असा? 1. B कितले असा? 1. मग O कितले असा? 1. So it is 1:1:1:1. Okay? Genotypic ratio, same. 1:1:1:1. This is the last statement which you have to write. Okay? And last question, Ankita दिल्या. Identify the type of inheritance. So this is a example which we have studied for codominance. Very good. Okay, so this type of inheritance is codominance. Fine. So अशेच बरोवपाचे मागीरूच full 3 marks मेळटले. Okay. Please write down this on the fresh page. आणि तुमका ह्याच्या जाग्यार Punnett square करपा जाय. Please go with the Punnett square. No problem. But you have to write parents, phenotype, genotype, gamete, F1, offsprings F1 will be having this phenotype. Ratio बरोया. And last concluding statement is what type of inheritance it is. Codominance. Okay. Someone wanted to, Swara, Nisha, you can leave. It's 5:25. 5:30 was for the Copy करा नहीं सरांना. Why it is not these genotypes, you know, right? Because हे genotypes आम्ही घेतले जाल्यार आमकां O blood group मेळपाना. Okay? O blood group आमकां मेळपाना. That's why we are keeping it as I compulsory. Can I keep this question paper with me? My father, next class. Done? Write down the next question. You can leave. Next question. In a pea plant, round seeds in the bracket capital R, in the bracket capital R, close the bracket, are dominant over are dominant over wrinkled seeds are dominant over wrinkled seeds. Open the bracket, small r, close the bracket. And yellow seeds in the bracket, capital Y. Yellow seeds in the bracket, capital Y, are dominant over are dominant over green seeds. Green seeds in the bracket, small y. Full stop. If two heterozygote plant, if two heterozygote plants are crossed, comma, calculate the expected genotypic, calculate the expected genotypic and phenotypic ratios. Calculate the expected genotypic and phenotypic ratios. Should I repeat? I'll just read it once. एकदा cross check करा. In a pea plant, round seeds, capital R, are dominant over wrinkled seeds, small r, and yellow seeds, capital Y, are dominant over green seeds, small y. Full stop. If two heterozygote plants are crossed, calculate the expected genotypic and phenotypic ratios. You have to perform the whole test and then write the ratios. If you are done, you can get it here for correction. Okay, we'll come to that. Final answer is correct, but the initial method is wrong. We'll come to that. Anybody else? Same. This is wrong. See what is asked. Heterozygote plants. What do you mean by heterozygote? This is a dihybrid cross. We have written it as a monohybrid cross. Is this heterozygote? R and R is homozygous. Y and Y is again homozygous. So what do you mean by heterozygous? Heterozygous is, okay, so if two heterozygous plants are crossed, yeah, so both the parents are this R R Y Y R R Y Y. Okay, and then that actually this is the selfing which we do, right? So right from the selfing till end we have to write everything, and again and circle the gametes. This is correct. Final answer is correct, but only this is wrong. Okay, the parents' genotype is wrong. This should be this one. Okay, done. Okay. So almost everybody have done the same mistake. Don't worry, we'll rectify it. Come. Uh, they have said if two heterozygous plants, your answer is perfectly correct. No doubt in that. Okay, but this is remaining to do, and this is not required. Okay, this part is not required. You can directly start from here because it is mentioned here the parents itself are heterozygous. So you should not write this parents. You should take this parents directly. Okay, so directly from here we have to write. That's it. Okay. So फक्त हे extra झाले. This is all correct. Hmm? Good. Hmm. Same. You cannot take this two. Ankita mentioned केला that it is heterozygous. They have not mentioned about the gametes. They have mentioned if heterozygous plants म्हणजे parents. Okay, दोन plants pass करतात जे किती असा त्यांचे phenotype असा heterozygous. And we know this is heterozygous. Okay, so both the parents will be this. Okay, म्हणजे आम्ही जे सेल्फिंग करताले पण त्याच्या मागे जे मेथड आता पण everything should be written down here. Okay, so not this part. This is not required. This is a monohybrid cross. Okay, this is a monohybrid cross. Here they are completely talking about two different traits. म्हणजे they are talking about dihybrid cross. So I have monohybrid stage आमका बरोबरचे ना directly from writing from here. Yes, self. Okay, चलो write it down again. Okay, uh, do it again. This is correct. Correct. Perfect. Hmm. Yeah. This is what is asked. खबर असा आमका किती विचारला heterozygous plant and आमका खबर असा this is a dihybrid cross. So obviously we are taking the heterozygous parents. Okay, and त्यांचे parents बरेला तुवे. पण आता हांवें दाखयले पे. This is the genotype. Okay, parents were male, female बरं. मागीर phenotype बरं. Okay, then you can write the gametes. Then this is the Punnett square. Okay, good. Yeah, you can put. Yeah, you can put no problem. पण हांगा कशें आसा जिनोटिपिक रेशो तुमकां मेन्शन करपाक लायना. लायना. फक्त तू ना फक्त फिनोटायपिक रेशो भरला पुरो तुवें हे यांचे सगळे फिनोटाइप्स वयर सकयल मेन्शन केल्यार पुरो. यांचे बरोवपाक जाय अशें कांय ना. ओके. Yeah, only from here. Only from here. These two parents we can take. उधर कसं बरेले पे आम्ही. We have written gametes. We have not encircled. Okay. Gamete circle कर सगळे. Anybody else? Okay, so it is mentioned here that so what is given in the question? What is given in the question? R is dominant, right? Small r is recessive. This will be wrinkled. This will be round. Correct? And next is capital Y is dominant, which means yellow color seed. And small y is recessive, that is green. Now, if two heterozygote plant, you know heterozygote means not similar, different. So heterozygote म्हणजे किती असतले? Parents, male, female, both of them will be having a genotype of okay. So directly from here you are writing. First half जे केला पळय actually तुवें that is like a monohybrid cross. हांगा आमकां monohybrid cross ना. This is one character. This is another character. Means this is a dihybrid cross. Okay, so dihybrid cross and monohybrid cross we are not supposed to write. So you are directly starting from here. What is the phenotype of this? Phenotype of this one? Round yellow. This one also it will be round yellow. And then you know you have to do the F1, sorry, gametes first. You have to write down the gametes. So gametes, here it will be capital R, small, capital R, capital Y. Then it will be capital R, small r, capital Y, small r, small y. Same four gametes will come here, and then you can draw the Punnett square. I didn't get it. No, because round we are writing first. No? Here, while mentioning, you can write the capital one from this similar one. You can write the capital one first, and then the small one. Yeah, yeah, you have to write it like this. Okay, is this clear to everybody? Yes, please write down the Punnett square. And Punnett square पर इतना कशे करता आम्ही? This is male. Here it is female. Means all these gametes belong to male, and these gametes belong to female. So this is RY. So आम्ही किती करता? RRYY. What is the phenotype of this one? Round yellow. So please write down this in each and every Punnett square. जाल्यार the Punnett square complete होता. Okay, so that's why this genetics is time consuming. Don't fall in this trap of wasting your time. Sir, कळटा, write it down very fast. कळना, थंय जागो सोडा, go to the next question. Okay, better. नाजाल्यार खूप time waste जातलो. Okay. Can I write down the next question? Show incomplete dominance in show incomplete dominance in flower color flower color of snapdragon. Flower color of snapdragon. Yes, please perform this cross without looking into your textbooks. Okay, you have to perform incomplete dominance, flower color in snapdragon. Last class, Shikla. We have learned this last class. Incomplete dominance. एक कुछ example. Think. And this will be your last question. After that, whoever completes it first can leave. I think Mayuk will go early today. No group discussions. Vida da mga kailangan pag-docs. Atella must be enjoying online. Atella, I'll correct this in next class, okay? Complete this and come. I hope you're still listening to this online class. Incomplete screen dominance. Tall, dwarf, ये सगळे complete dominance examples you have seen. Either this or that, black or white. But in incomplete dominance, there is intermediate which we are getting. Last class I was fast because I wanted to complete more for their exams. But today we'll solve the questions on the same topics which we have already learned. Fast इतलं fast होतो now. समजता कसे गेला actually. Good. If this question is for 3 marks, for this I'll give you 2 marks. And तेगेले बाकीचे कितें बरें म्हटलां पळय पनेट स्क्वेअर काडूना इज नॉट अ प्रॉब्लम हे इजी असता न्ही हेका पनेट स्क्वेअर जाय अशें ना पनेट स्क्वेअर जेन्ना डायहेब्रिड क्रॉस डिफिकल्ट असता तेन्ना आमी ड्रॉ करप ओके सो दॅट इज अंडरस्टूड बट हांगा कितें आसा पेरंट्स मेल फिमेल तुवें हांगा वयर मेन्शन करूना विच इज मेल विच इज फिमेल आणि बाय द वे this parent genotype you have taken wrong parents genotype you have taken here wrong only F1 generation F2 generation खंय obviously F2 आसा न्ही पेरेंट्साचें कितें आसा हांगा जनरेशन R crossed with small r हेंचे दोगांचे कितें फिनोटायप हेचो फिनोटायप कितें आसतलो yes so red is not only capital R okay R you are saying that it is a dominant in this case it is incomplete dominant okay fine and this is white so हेजे जेन्ना आमी क्रॉस करता now we are getting pink and this is the F1 generation and मागीर हेजे selfing करता that is the P generation okay so perform the full crossing but good at least you remember which color हेंका कळ्ळें आतां कलर आनी कितें तें चोर खंयची केल्ली आनी फुडें कितें शाण्या हांवें तुमकां आतां इतले फावट दाखयला पळय कितें बरोवप पेरेंट बरोवप जिनोटायप बरोवप फिनोटायप बरोवप गॅमेट बरोवप पनेट स्क्वेअर काडप F1 जनरेशन काडप तेजे गॅमेट्स काडप सेल्फिंग करप आनी मागीर फिनोटायपीक हे कोण हांव दिस यू विल गेट हाफ मार्क दिस इज फॉर 2 marks 3 marks हांव बी आशिल्लें जाल्यार हांव 0 घालता आशिल्लें हाफ मार्क ओनली आउट ऑफ कर्टसी डन मयू गिव ओके गुड रेड व्हाइट गॅमेट्स गुड पिंक selfing of F1 generation okay then parents pink genotype very good gamete okay and circle this pink phenotypic ratio 2 pink 1 4 1 5 so still what you can do is you can write down red first कित्याक सांग आमी हे रेशियो कशें करता जाणा in R you can see there are 2 dominant capital alphabets मागीर कितें आसा एक येता मागीर येता 0 this is the order ते सगळ्यान हायेस्ट फॉर एक्झाम्पल ते डायहायब्रिड आमी घेतलेले जाल्यार फर्स्टूच आमी बरयता पळय R सगळे कॅपिटल दॅट इज हॅविंग 4 डॉमिनंट कॅरेक्टर्स म्हणून आमी सगळ्यान फर्स्ट बरयता ओके सो दिस इज दी ऑर्डर ज्या हितून चड कॅपिटल चड आसा पळय तो पयलीं बरोवप आसता आनी मागीर हे करप सो दिस इज 1:1 रॉंग काय ना फक्त ऑर्डर चेंज करप ओके okay so phenotypic ratio and you can write a phenotypic or हांगा कितें आसा दोनी हितून phenotypic ratio सेमूच न्ही, so you can write down phenotypic ratio and genotypic ratio is same, that is 1 is to 2 is to 1. 1 is RR, this is capital R, small r, small r, small r. This is red, this is pink, this is white. Okay, answers correct as a wrong kind, but just a different touch. Okay, so for this I'll give you 2.5 out of 3. Okay, parent genotype F1, selfing of F1 generation. Okay, आणि याचा कोण ना? How come? Huh? How are you getting this? This speciality अशी असा की the genotypic and phenotypic ratios are same. How come you are getting this? What is the phenotypic? So for this you are getting half. Go do it again. Why? No, do the full cross. Why are you starting with the F2 generation directly? F1 generation fine. No, this is the F1 generation. This is the F2 generation. Why F1 generation काढू ना तुम्ही? वो parent हे F1 generation, capital R, small r. आणि मागे त्याचे selfing करून then you get F2. Do it. Go. Ask him. नाही, एक मिनिट. जीनोटाइप बघितलं, फिनोटाइप वो R, वो रेड, म्हणजे उलटा गेलं सगळं. You have done this उलटा. Only half a mark will get. हे again उलटा. सगळे स्टेप्स बरे, आता कोण स्टेप्स बरे ना पण त्याका हांगा डान्स स्टेप्स शिकयतले आनी सगळे डान्स करचे पडटलो मागीर हा. पण खाता पयलीं तुमी स्टेप्स. Good. Now here you'll get full 3 out of 3. Sure. परत शॉर्टकट. शॉर्टकट कित्याक मारतात? राईट द फुल थिंग. हांव बोर्डार तुमकां एवरी टायम दाखयता न्ही फुल, मागीर तुमी शॉर्टकट कित्याक मारता वदळच्यान? हांगा गिवन कांय ना. Okay, there is nothing which is given. You just have to make up everything in your head and then you have to write. Okay. So, what you are going to do? Parents. Male, female. Phenotype. Red, white. Genotype. Capital R, small r, right? Gametes. Capital R, small r. Okay, then F1 generation. So in F1 generation, you are getting capital R, small r, and all offsprings show pink coloration. Correct? Now, selfing of F1 generation. Male, female. Genotype. Capital R, small r, capital R, small r. Phenotype. Pink, pink. Gametes. R, R, capital R, small r. Now you can draw the Punnett square. And this is your F2 generation. Capital R, small r, capital R, small r. R, R, capital R, small r, capital R, small r, small r, small r. This is red, this is pink, this is pink, this is white. So therefore, phenotypic ratio is what? 1 is to 2 is to 1. That is red, pink, white. Genotypic ratio is again 1 is to 2 is to 1. That is capital R, capital R, capital R, small r, small r, small r. Is this clear? हे सगळे बरेले जाल्यारूच 3 मार्क मेळटले. अर्धे कितें खाल्ले पिले डकार काडली मेळपाना मार्क्स. इज दिस क्लियर? ओके. नेक्स्ट टाइम परत क्वेश्चन विचारतले नेक्स्ट क्लास सुद्धा. यू हॅव टू राईट डाऊन ईच अँड एव्हरी स्टेप. ओके, सगळीकडे फिनोटाइप, जिनोटाइप, मेल, फिमेल, एव्हरीथिंग यू हॅव टू राईट. ओके. Yes, Mayuk, Ruben can go. Rest of you just write down everything and then you can leave. Again, phenotype काढून आपण तुम्ही. Phenotype किती? Capital R, capital R, small r, small r. परत सांगा phenotype बरोबर. Phenotypes बरोबर. आता स्ट्रिक्ट रावले नाही झालं विल गेट फुल मार्क्स इन युअर बोर्ड्स. ब्रॅकेटान बरोवपाची गरज ना. लायक नेक्स्ट सेंटेन्स राईट नेक्स्ट पॉइंट. ओके फायन फायन अशें केलें आता. दिस इज F2 जनरेशन. ओके, परत आनी बरोवपाची गरज ना. ओके, हांगाच तू F2 जनरेशन करूंक शकता. करेक्ट. रेड वायर्ड शो. चल तेच बरला असो तरी स्टेप करता एकदा. नेक्स्ट वॉमो घरा सर एक दोनदा प्रॅक्टिस कर. नेक्स्ट टाइम हांव सेम टायप ऑफ क्वेश्चन्स विचारता. दा Because it is clearly mentioned that here red is secreting the enzyme. When it's capital R, more enzymes are secreted. Capital R, small r, dominate कमी जाता. So ते इल्लेशे enzymes secrete जाता. ओके आणि जेव्हा स्मॉलर जाता पळय तेन्ना एन्झायम सिक्रेट जावूच ना आणि हे एन्झायम कितें करता दिस एन्झायम्स आर गिविंग द कलर्स ओके सो जितले आर चड तितलो डार्क कलर चड ओके आणि जर आर हांगा डॉमिनंट ना देन इट इज व्हाईट म्हणजे ते कलरेशन येवना ओके दॅट इज द रिझन वाय कॅनॉट रिवर्स इट ओके एनी अदर डाउट यू हैव चलो यू कैन गो यस बाय यस थैंक यू अटल्या यू कैन लीव द क्लास बाय